On AM 1130, 99.9 FM, Prescott, Chino Valley, and Paulden, 95.5 FM, Prescott Valley and Cottonwood, the talk of the Quad Cities, KQNA. It's
Hammer Time.
Waking Up with the YCCA. Hammer Time is brought to you by Lawhorn Plumbing, Verde Valley Alarm Services, Prescott Home Safety, Greenlee Designer Surfaces, Get Right Mitigation, Franklin Plumbing, The Blind Brothers, Made to Order, Vicente Landscaping, Barrett Propane, and Badger Roofing. And now from the studios of KQNA, it's Hammer Time, Waking Up with the YCCA. Here's the Executive Director of the Yavapai County Contractors Association, Sandy Griffiths.
Hey everybody, good morning and welcome to Hammer Time, the best local radio talk show ever, right Mike?
Absolutely, couldn't agree more.
Mr. Mike Enders, Bent Tree Custom Homes, my wingman extraordinaire. Okay, so I'm going to ask you how you are, and do not use the word busy in your definition or description of how you are.
Oh, okay, that's simple. I'm very tied up. Thank you very much.
Good reply. So you are busy. You're building homes, spec homes,
I'm not spec home, but I'm doing a remodel and an elevator and
an elevator,
and just got the plans for another new home. So
is the elevator a redo or a new?
No, it's an ad.
An ad.
An ad.
Wow, how exciting!
Yeah. So we put in several elevators before, but this one happens to be in a condo, and when they built those condos, they pre-planned for them.
Perfect.
So they sunk the bottom pit and then just created 2 closets in the interim. So we took out the closets and away you go.
So who are you using for the elevator company?
A company called Flanagan Elevators out of the Valley.
Okay.
I've also used Abbey Elevators out of the Valley. Unfortunately, we do not have anyone up here with a full-time office, but we're hoping Celtic Elevators also is available.
Correct. Yep, they're good people. They're a member of YCCA. So, great weekend. Monday, the beginning of the week, the clouds were so beautiful in the sky.
Yes, they were.
I love those fluffy clouds.
If I didn't know better, I would say monsoons may have descended upon us. Just a feeling.
Just a tad. Not so much. Just a tad. Boy, last weekend with the water main break on Sheldon and Marina. Mm-hmm. Golly.
I didn't know about it until I drove down Sheldon, and all of a sudden it was
and then they closed it off.
What's going on?
I know. And then I had to go home and do my car.
I was just going to ask you if you got all wet.
Oh, yeah, I got all wet. So all is good. This is the last weekend in July. Then it is not deja vu.
That is correct.
All over again until we get to August.
So we'll have to start all over again.
Yes, we will, with deja vu all over again. So our show last weekend with Steve Brissetti, oh my gosh, what a delightful man, and
Absolutely.
What a funny show.
And he's, Prescott Valley is in great hands.
They are.
Great hands with him.
And the grocery shopping and the bundt cakes,
I have not had a chance to get down there yet, but my next foray to Prescott Valley, I will be stopping in.
Okay, perfect. Show was amazing. Listeners, you've got to tune in. We are on Spotify, we are on YouTube, and we're on YCCA's website. So we have a great show this morning. We're going to talk about landscaping.
And I bet you this individual can give us some idea what these monsoons do to them.
Besides wash out.
Hopefully not.
I know,
possible.
I hope not. So take us to break, and when we come back, we will introduce the world to R.E. & Sons Landscaping.
Sounds like a plan. You're listening to Hammer Time, brought to you by Yavapai County Contractors Association, and we're airing on Talk of the Quad Cities. That's KQNA 1130 AM, 99.9 FM, and in Cottonwood and Prescott Valley, 95.5 FM. So please stay tuned for some super califragilistic.
Oh, expialidocious. Expialidocious.
Messages from our ever so valuable sponsors. Have that cup of coffee, second cup of coffee, or break open that OJ if you want to take a healthier route, and we'll be...
You forgot the chocolate milk.
Oh, I did.
Yes.
And or chocolate milk. Excuse me.
We'll be right back.
You're listening to Hammer Time, waking up with the YCCA, a presentation of the Yavapai County Contractors Association. Once again, here's your host, Sandy Griffiths.
Hey everybody, good morning and welcome to Hammer Time. You are listening to Mike Enders, Bintry Custom Homes, my wingman, Miss Sandy, your YCCA girl, and our guest of the hour, Mr. Tony Burkhardt, landscape designer. Did I get it right? Designer, sales extraordinaire, a little of everything with R.E. and Sons Landscaping.
Yes.
Welcome aboard.
Welcome, Tony. So let's talk landscaping. What do you do?
We do a little of everything. We really like to focus on custom outdoor living spaces, but that's including your fire pits, fireplaces, gazebos, patio, pavers.
So you just don't plant trees and bushes?
No, we do everything. We do
Outdoor
everything.
kitchens?
If it's outside, we do it.
Do you,
Cool.
okay, windows? You wash windows?
We do when the job's done.
It's outside?
Yeah. We get a little dust, but that's some.
Okay,
that's the service
cool.
we offer. We do clean your windows at the end
Okay,
of the jobs.
okay.
Yeah.
I could leave my car outside, car wash, it's outside.
I mean,
Now she's pushing the bubble.
Sandy, anything.
Yay! So how long, Tony, have you been with R.E. and Sons?
So I've been working with R.E. and Sons for 7 years now.
Wow.
I started with doing some design work with Robert, the owner. I was down in Phoenix, and he would send me his design, or his little hand sketches.
Right.
And finally, my wife and I were ready for a change, and came on up to Prescott. And he said, "Hey, I got a job for you." So I've been with
Perfect.
them ever since, and it's just been awesome to grow with them. And they're a great family, and
They
we love working
are a
with them.
great family. Robert is a genius. He's so polite and kind, and he's everything you want in a company owner.
Absolutely.
His wife, Taylor, they just got married not too long ago.
Yep.
They have beautiful children. Good family. Robert's dad works for the company.
Yeah, so Robert's dad started the company back
Right.
in '99, and they have lots of children. So right now our project manager is Armando, amazing. I mean, we wouldn't be where we're at without
Perfect.
Armando running these jobs. Another brother, Daniel's doing sales. A couple others are also on the job site and kind of leads on that. So truly, when we say Ari and Sons, I'm
It
the
is.
adopted son, but they are, it's definitely a family
It
business.
is. It's
Very good.
Yeah,
amazing.
they
Yeah.
are all
Very
involved.
good.
So
They've been members of YCCA for many years, and he's always been there for phone calls and questions and help.
yes.
So when you do landscape design, so I'm a new homeowner and I need landscaping installed. Tony, what do I do? All I have is just a piece of dirt, and
Yes.
that's it.
And that's usually what we start with on
Okay.
those new builds. Yeah, we come out, I try to get an idea of, how you utilize the space. What is your desire for it? Some are going, I don't want to do anything. I came from the Midwest and I had to maintain acres of grass. I want to sit down and have my coffee and not do anything, which is completely fine. Luckily out here, we use a lot of artificial turf, so we have options that you could still get some green and not
Have to mow.
Not have to mow.
Right.
So kind of the process, I'd come out, you call the office, I come out, see your job, we talk, get some different ideas of what you're looking for, how you utilize the space, and then I kind of take those ideas and start designing off of there.
Do you make plant suggestions? Like you come up with a palette of plants and shrubbery and trees?
Yes. Yeah, so we kind of go through and I give you ideas of, we have a lot of people there from out of town, so they're not specific with kind of our mountain region
Right.
and the plants that grow here well. So try to at least guide them, and these are the plants that work well in the area. Often a lot want color, year-round color. That gets a little difficult
tough.
sometimes, but we work with them and kind of go through and show them the options and the pictures and all that stuff so they can be comfortable with what they're deciding and kind of what grows here, because we are in a unique climate.
Sure. So when they're coming up from Florida or even from Phoenix,
Yes.
and they say, "Boy, I love Mediterranean fan palms,"
Yes.
then you have to explain
We have
to
to
them
have,
that those
we
are-
have to have a little discussion
are
about that.
Great, but just not here.
Yeah, I do get a lot that, they look at an Arizona landscape and, Phoenix comes up a lot. So there's a lot of these desert scapes. And I'm like, that's not growing here. That's not growing here. And then we kind of got to whittle it down to like, hey, let's go to the nursery and you can see what is growing
Right.
here. I mean, we have certain cactus, but they're getting excited for certain ones, and I'm like, we do get cold here. So.
It's funny because we're very, very close to Phoenix, but yet if you say, gosh, have you folks ever been to Colorado? Well, we just happen to be the same altitude.
Yep.
So if you have been to Colorado and you liked what you saw there, chances are we may
Correct.
be able to duplicate some of that
Yeah.
much more easily than
Yes.
duplicating Phoenix to Prescott.
No, absolutely. And I said, we're in a unique climate. I come across this even. I get commercial plans in, and the designer was out of Texas. And I got to
know,
go
yeah.
through and hey, we're at a very unique climate. Like my plant sources for what you're trying to do is more limited than others. I mean, we just finished a very large job, and we got all the plants out of Oregon. I mean, we shipped it out of Oregon because the quantity they wanted. There's a similar climate in the area that those plants are grown.
Cool.
And so, I mean, we'll make it work, but it is, we are in a unique area, which is super cool, but then trying to get that understanding can be.
So how
Interesting.
about recommending plants that attract butterflies and bees?
Well, are you wanting to attract them or you're not wanting
I'm
them?
wanting to
You're
attract
wanting,
them.
I mean, butterfly bush is always a great one for the butterflies.
I know.
It's in the name, so it kind of works out for you.
Russian sage.
Yeah, like anything that's got flowers,
I know.
they like.
I know they love them.
Yeah, yep.
So, what kind of plants?
Usually people are telling me they don't want the bees around.
Oh, no.
I'm like,
We
plant
want the
this,
bees.
And then they're like, no, those bees are all over the lavender. I'm like,
Yeah, because that's why I like our Russian sages, because it attracts the bees.
I know.
And the lavenders, I mean, I like the lavenders.
Yes.
Again, coming up from Phoenix, there's plants that I'm like, no, that doesn't grow here. I really want, I love that we can grow maples and apple trees here.
I have to be very careful, though, about the plant selection, because based on what might be attracted to it, those plastic red
I know.
flamingos scare them away.
Tony, that's what he has in his yard. I mean, yes. Pathetic. I'm so sad.
Does that keep the javelina away? Or?
Well, I'm hoping she never drives by my house, because she's going to realize that's all a fabricated lie. But I'm
I
sticking
believe
with
him.
it.
Yeah.
They're the flamingos are in his yard.
Yeah.
So you love what you do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you know the story of the shoe cobbler's kid and the family?
You're going to have to remind me.
So he was a shoe cobbler and he made shoes, but his family didn't have shoes. He made them and did them for everybody else. I'm the shoe cobbler.
Yeah, he was too busy to
Yes.
provide for his home.
Yes.
Yep.
So, like Mike, the home builder, needs remodeling done on his home, but
Yes.
he's too busy. He can't get it done.
So I'm still living in a teepee.
Yes.
Yeah. It's the mechanic that has all the broken down cars.
So you're the landscaper. What does your yard look like?
Well, luckily, my acreage is natural, so I don't have to do a lot. I've done some contouring, some different
Okay,
ideas.
all right,
But,
okay.
I've tried to keep it kind of natural, and because I know how much it costs, so
So do you have butterfly bushes?
I don't. So actually, it's kind of funny. So I do have gray water at my house.
Mm-hmm.
So when we're at jobs that they're wanting to remove plants, I don't like to just throw them away. So I have a lot
Oh,
of
no.
Different plants and
Recycling.
yeah, but it's worked. I mean, it's
Sure.
I hate throwing them away, and some of them are really good plants, and you're like, man, that's an expensive plant to just throw away. I'm like, well, I'm gonna at least try to bring it over to my house and get it to grow. So I'm sure my wife gets a little annoyed with it.
I was going to
but,
say,
yeah,
honey, look, I brought home another plant tonight.
yeah,
I guess that's better than bringing home puppies and cats and goats
it
and
is.
Could be.
and all
And then
those things.
inevitably the javelina eat it anyway.
Oh, that's so
I mean,
funny.
so it just depends what it is, but yeah.
Listeners, we have to take a break. When we come back, we will continue our landscaping conversation with Mr. Tony Burkhardt, sales and landscape designer for R.E. & Sons. So go drink your chocolate milk. Mike, Tony, and me and the engineer will be right back.
You're listening to Hammer Time, waking up with the YCCA, a presentation of the Yavapai County Contractors Association. Once again, here's your host, Sandy Griffiths.
Good morning, everybody. We hope you're having a great weekend. Just as a reminder, we air twice every weekend, Saturday and Sunday. So today's Saturday. You miss us, you have to leave early. You can always tune in tomorrow, Sunday.
Right.
And if today's Sunday and you just tuned in or have to leave us early,
Don't leave.
that cracked me. Oh, yeah, don't leave. Or you can catch us on Spotify or YouTube or the YCCA website. You're very funny this morning.
It was just came to the top of my head.
Must
It's
be
that chocolate milk.
Must be us,
Yeah,
Tony.
I got
That's
him
what
going.
I was going to say. It's the chocolate milk. That was hysterical. Don't leave. Oh, my gosh. And if you need YCCA, 778-0040. I want to say, oh, my gosh, this roofing craziness with the out-of-area roofers, the unlicensed roofers, the roofers with a gazillion complaints on their license. Going crazy.
But you were able to send out a...
We did a great postcard mailer to over 7,000 homes.
And we certainly hope that helps.
It is helping. Homeowners are calling and they're saying, Sandy, we got your postcard. I didn't pay attention to it, but now I see I did everything I wasn't supposed to do. So listeners, please call us. Protect yourself and your investment.
And hopefully that's a preemptive card that you got before you need it.
Yes, I know. So, Tony, back to landscaping, R.E. and Sons Landscaping. We've discovered that you take home orphan plants.
Yes.
Your wife is very happy about that because it's not dogs or puppies or kitties.
I didn't have to pay for it, so there's a,
And the javelinas are happy.
and the,
And the
feeding the
deer.
javelina and everything else that
Perfect.
wants to eat it.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So good job.
Yeah.
You're helping our environment. Boy, what kind of plants should people put in their yard where the little javelinas don't want to chew on them?
That's a hard one because you go through these lists that say, "Oh, javelina won't eat it.
Yeah.
Deer won't eat it.
Yes.
If they're hungry, they're going to eat it."
Oh, good point.
So even ones that one I have in my yard, been there for years. It's either the bunnies or the javelina.
Somebody's going to eat it.
Something's been and it was there for years, and they discovered it, and now every night
They munch away.
Yeah, more was eaten. So it's that's a tough one because if they're hungry, they're going to eat it.
Yeah. I hate those midnight snackers.
Yeah, those deer. I said I can recommend different plants, but I said they're when they're hungry, they're going to take anything down because they get desperate.
We have a pretty sizable herd roaming around. In
A
our
herd of
subdivision.
what? Javelina?
Deer. Well,
Okay.
We've got a bunch of javelina
Okay.
too, but the deer. I mean, God love them, but boy, they love roses. They love a lot. Basically, it seems like anything that's green, they're loving, and
they'll come and snack on.
God forbid them, but they do some damage.
So have they been snacking on your plants in
No,
your
it's,
bush?
the flamingos chase them away.
Lucky for those flamingos. Thank you. Okay, so homeowners, you got to put plastic flamingos in your yard. You heard it right here on air. Plastic flamingos chase the javelina and the deer away.
I didn't recommend that.
That's funny. How about rose bushes? Easy to grow here?
Yeah, I mean roses do great. The mountain roses are a great option. Beautiful, get you some color. Just like a lot of the plants, you want to cut them back in winter, but yeah, roses do awesome.
So do you teach folks when you do their landscaping and you install their landscaping, do you then come back for maintenance or do you teach them on self-care and management of their landscaping?
It's kind of all of the above. So once you're done, so if it was a new landscape, you're usually getting an irrigation system. So Armando, project manager, is going to walk you through how that system works, how long it needs to run. Obviously, when you're getting the new plants, it's got to run way more often on the start. So usually a couple weeks later, he'll come back and kind of reset it for you and walk you through that. For us, we have a plant warranty, 6-month plant warranty. So often some of them, they'll go into shock when you're planting them, and
It can happen.
yeah, it happens, and we take care of it. And in all honesty, you give us a call back. If it's something that looks like it was a plant issue, we'll take care of that for you.
So when you install new landscaping, is it a requirement that they install an irrigation system at the same time, or is that an option?
For us to warranty it, you're going to want an irrigation system.
Okay.
I mean, we're still in the high desert.
Right.
Comes up sometimes. It could be 3 months before you get water. So I recommend it. You're going to want to do it before you're doing the rest of your stuff. You're putting in rock, you're putting anything else so we can get those lines ran. So I even recommend some that say, I don't want it. I'm like, at least put in the lines, because if you want to add a plant afterwards and you have no valves, you have no lines out in your yard, you're like, I got to go rip all of that up. So it's definitely something you want to consider, and I always recommend putting it in even if you don't think you're going to want one.
Smart idea.
Yeah.
And for that guy that just came from the Midwest that loves to sit out on his back patio, if he's not quite tuned into the artificial turf yet and the benefits of water salvation and whatnot, minimization, he can still put in a limited amount of grass, and you guys have a maintenance program so you can come out and maintain it for him so he can still sit on that patio and drink his coffee.
Yeah, so we have a maintenance program. I mean, you can set it up weekly, monthly, quarterly. So Robert Sr., the dad, runs the maintenance program with his son Ruben, and they do a fantastic job at maintaining your property.
Terrific.
As I said.
Do you have a maintenance program, Mr. Enders, or are you the maintenance man?
I am indeed the maintenance man.
So you weed, you spray, you mow,
I don't mow, but I do check my drip system every spring and during
so
the
you
summer.
purge the system and make sure it doesn't freeze?
It drains, it self-drains, but I shut off the valves and whatnot. So.
Okay.
Got to check for the animals biting the heads off
And boy, that's another thing, the javelinas.
They love the irrigations?
Oh, well, especially if you've got a tree basin or something that has a little bit of moisture buildup. They think that's their wallowing pit. They'll come in, they'll pull all the rock work away, they'll root around in there, chew off the heads.
Yeah, and some of the heads have color to them, so they'll see it as kind of a berry, and they go and just bite the head off. And
do your flamingos scare away the javelina?
Just the small ones, not the big ones.
Not the big ones.
Not the big ones.
Okay, interesting. We have got to have more of a conversation on the flamingos.
But I have to tell you, there's, and I don't remember how many gestation systems there are a year. I think there's multiple with javelinas, but boy, we've got a couple of javelina babies that are less than a foot long.
They're very cute.
They're very cute at that stage.
They're cute till they're ripping apart your plants.
Their parents, not so cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, the little kids are cute.
Yeah.
They are cute.
Yep.
How about, do you do any gopher control or pest control, or you do just plant recommendations?
We're kind of more in the initial install side on things. I do more of the hardscaping items. So, again, more of your pavers and things like that.
Yeah, well, I want to talk about that when we come back from break, what
Good
hardscaping is and what's going on with outdoor kitchens and all that good stuff. So take us to break, Mr. Enders.
It would be my pleasure. You're listening to Hammer Time, and Tony's given us all sorts of information and ideas on landscaping, and we're about to find out about outdoor kitchens. So stay tuned, fill up that other cup of coffee, or the OJ, or the chocolate milk, and we'll be right back.
You're listening to Hammer Time, waking up with the YCCA, a presentation of the Yavapai County Contractors Association. Once again, here's your host, Sandy Griffiths.
Listeners, we have with us this morning Mr. Tony Burkhardt. He is the sales and design extraordinaire for R.E. & Sons Landscaping. He does it all.
I was just going to say, you do all the design work, don't you?
I do 90% of it, yeah.
Perfect.
So do you design the outdoor kitchens?
I do.
And you design
That is my favorite thing.
It is?
Yeah.
Let's talk about hardscaping and pavers and outdoor kitchens.
Yep.
So Mike calls you and he says, I need an outdoor kitchen. What do you do?
Well, got to go see his space, see what he's got, see what he's working with, kind of work out what a budget, we're looking at, what's realistic in your scope of work, because some want, everything, and once they realize what that everything costs, we make changes, but, we really like to specialize in that custom build. So everything you're getting, I'm designing from scratch. I'm finding different products. I'm trying to find that unique thing that you're not seeing around. So that's really where I like to focus.
So in the outdoor kitchens, one of the things that's certainly going to be a challenge, you can run electrical, not as big of an issue, but when it comes to plumbing and sinks outside, then you have to stop and think about, gosh, this is not a 20 or 12-month project to where we can use it. So you have to be aware that in the wintertime, you're going to have to do shutdowns and drains, et cetera. So of the kitchens that you install or design, do the majority have the sinks?
No.
Very few?
No, I try to kind of steer away from that, just with codes and everything where you can drain the water.
Right.
In the reality of using a sink outside, you're probably not using it that much to the cost that it's going into it. I'd rather put that cost into something different, something unique.
Sure, but you can do refrigerator or under-counter refrigerators.
We do refrigerators, drop-in coolers. I love the drop-in coolers because often those fridges, I mean, they're great in reality when you're using your kitchen. Those drop-in coolers are way cooler.
Way cooler.
Way cooler.
Much more cost-effective.
Cost-effective, and just when you're having a party to have this nice cool built-in, and then you pop it and drain the ice water out, and you're good to go.
Okay, so describe an outdoor kitchen. It would have a countertop, a barbecue, a drop-in cooler, a
drop-in
grill.
cooler. They have grills. We have flat tops. A lot of people like their green eggs, smokers out in there. So we design those. We've done a lot of those.
Lost Sandy on the green egg.
No, I knew it was a barbecue thing.
Yes.
A green egg cooker. I knew that.
Yeah.
Nah. I don't have one. What about, so then you have to place it close to a gas line.
Yeah, so that's a big thing here in Prescott and something that we do that not everyone's doing. We're making sure we're getting our permits on our gas lines. Perfect. We're getting permits on our power. That's kind of
Yes.
That's an area that
does not happen.
Yeah, just doesn't always happen. So those are things to think about. As it's permitted, it's safe. The city's coming out, county's coming out to inspect that and make sure it was installed correctly, and that's super important. As you know, issues that have come up in the past with incorrect.
Yeah, and just to butt in there, the DIYers, that's I think unfortunately one of the areas that they don't realize sometimes is that they may be able to personally and physically put in that gas line and put in that electrical conduit, but you need to get a permit and you need to get it inspected, period.
Yeah, especially with that gas. I mean, that's a safety. That's a big safety concern. And when you're building those outdoor fireplaces, they need to be done correctly, right? Those cavities need to be filled. There's no place that gas could possibly build up and cause an explosion. So there's those little things that homeowners don't always recognize that go into a fireplace, particularly, is just making sure those kind of things aren't happening.
Right. And some, if they don't want to use gas, they can certainly use a propane.
Correct. So, yeah. And we've done some where the propane tank's kind of integrated into it, and that's an option as well.
So because you can do outdoor kitchens, does your license allow you to do outdoor kitchens?
So we work with different plumbers, different electricians that are licensed, so we do sub some of that out. But our license does not cover exactly that.
Okay, so you hire...
Yeah, so we sub with different companies and we hire that part out.
Okay, awesome.
Yep.
So, Mike,
Yes.
do you have an outdoor kitchen?
No, but I've got an outdoor barbecue.
I do too. Sometimes I think I want the outdoor kitchen, but I have my little barbecue.
And I probably would go that direction, except our main livable area is on the upper floor.
Oh.
So our deck, so it's a walkout. So our front area is at grade, and in the backyard we've got a lower level walkout basement. So our deck is off the main floor, so that's where the barbecue grill is.
Oh.
So to have an outdoor kitchen wouldn't be as...
It'd be down off.
Exactly. We'd have to go down to the lower level, and that wouldn't... And the size of our lot doesn't really accommodate a lot of outdoor area, so it really wouldn't be functional to have a kitchen. I would love to have one, but it wouldn't be functional.
So you then will just continue to go to bundt cakes and Culver's
And I can burn my steaks on the grill just with the best stuff.
Perfect. Okay, great. I got it. So no cooler for you. So is all your stuff upstairs, even the kitchen?
Yep. Uh-huh.
Wow.
So downstairs, and my wife's sister, my sister-in-law lives with us. We've got a small little kitchenette downstairs.
Oh, cool. Okay.
And then, of course, bedrooms and
So she could have the outdoor kitchen.
She could.
Yes.
She could.
And then call you when it's ready or when you want to come down.
And that's really why I haven't put one in, because I'm not sure if she'd invite us. So.
Very cool. I know. So what else do you like, Tony? What do you like best about working at R.E. and Sons?
I mean, I love that family. They're very just kind and giving people. So we really don't have any arguments or, construction can get a little heated at times.
Right.
And they're just very calm, understanding, and we work through problems. I really like that aspect of working with them and really customer focused on taking care of them, right? We're not disappearing. We have people call 5 years later, and it's like, that's going to take us 30 minutes to fix. We take care of it, and not a big deal.
Oh, that's awesome.
So, we want to have lifelong customers. That's our goal. We're not in and out. We're not disappearing, right? We're going to be in the community.
How many employees does R.E. and Sons have?
So right now we're running 3 to 4 crews that are roughly 3 to 4, up to 5 size. It depends on the different project, right? A smaller project, we might only have a couple guys there. Larger projects, we're combining crews. So we're running, about 4 crews during the summer, 4 crews.
That's good.
Yeah.
So one of the nice things about family operations is that you don't have the corporate influence of ladder climbers, shall we say. So it's literally all kept in the family, and it's all, everybody's operating under the same end goal, and that's to give the customer satisfaction and keep that cohesive family attitude together.
No, absolutely.
So with that, we have to take a break. Listeners, we will be right back to continue our conversation with Tony Burkhardt, R.E. and Sons, sales and designer. So don't move.
You're listening to Hammer Time, waking up with the YCCA, a presentation of the Yavapai County Contractors Association. Once again, here's your host, Sandy Griffiths.
Wow, our morning has just zipped by.
Zip, zip, zip.
What the heck? So, Tony, let's talk about hardscapes and pavers.
Yes.
So, I believe R.E. and Sons, you're a Belgard paver supporter, right? Or do you?
We do them all.
You do them all.
We do them
okay.
all. Yep. Yeah, so we've got Belgard, we use Ackerstone for your budget paver, Phoenix pavers, and then we got Teco Block, which is a high-end premium paver. Super cool. If you've never heard of it, go look it up. It is.
I haven't.
Yeah.
I'm not aware of them.
It's out of the Midwest. Super cool product. It's super high-end, but they have some totally unique pavers and wall block and everything. So you pay a premium, but it's a very premium, awesome-looking product.
So one thing with paver installers, and we see a lot of this, you so need to be schooled and educated on the paver install. And if the paver installers are not, at some point in time, the pavers are going to fail and rear their ugly head, and it's normally after 2 years.
Yep. Yeah, so that's the biggest thing. That base prep is the biggest part of your paver install.
So you guys are all well-versed, educated,
yes, we've gone through we've gone through Belgard's training several times.
Perfect.
How they want their product installed. That is the biggest area that people do cut corners, is that base prep. And again, it's probably going to look very similar installed. 2 years down the road, you're going to be like, wow, my pavers are separating. Oh, I've got a big sinkhole. Different things. There's some neighborhoods, some neighborhoods here that you drive through and the whole neighborhood driveways are rutted and they just put a couple inches of base and zoomed out of there, didn't prep it at all, and that's what's going to happen. So on the face, it's going to look great. It's going to be that few years down the road that you're feeling that.
Yeah, the other problem is that when those pavers start moving like that, then you're liable to get spalling on the pavers where they start chipping because they get in a bind and they'll chip on the surface somewhat. So I've seen that happen when there's a lot of movement.
Interesting.
Yeah, and I said, it's all, you get that prep and you get it all. If you do it correct, your paver should look the same
For
now.
years.
Yeah. You get a root, stuff's going to happen, but generally that sinking, that is all prep, and it's going to happen if you're going the budget route and not prepping that base.
And homeowners don't know. No. I mean, that's what's so sad.
Yeah. And that's our job to educate the homeowner on what's going into it. I've come across that several times, and clearly I didn't do a good job at telling them, because they're like, wow, I didn't realize you were going to have to go that deep. I'm like, well, once you start adding up the base, the paver, all of those different items, like, yeah, you're pretty deep. We've got a lot of prep. And I'm like, that's where the price is coming from, that labor and the prep work. It's not just getting thrown on the ground.
So do you do your prep work and your install the same way for all pavers?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yep. I mean, depending on the depth, driveways are going to have deeper base, different prep work. If you're putting in a hot tub, I like to go a little deeper on that base because there's a lot of weight sitting on it. Standard walkway, not as much traffic. So it depends how you're using it, what you're using it for. But generally, you're just, the deeper it goes, the more levels we got to pack. Yeah.
Okay, shoe cobbler question. Do you have a outdoor kitchen or a paver driveway?
Neither. I have a very, very long dirt driveway. We did just finish up one. It's really cool. If you haven't seen it on Facebook and some of our marketing, up in Hacienda, it was a very cool project, and awesome outdoor kitchen. The guy's a cook. And,
oh, wow.
Yeah, he lives out there. So, check it out on our Facebook page.
And what is your Facebook page?
Ooh, she got me.
Okay.
You can just look up Ari and Sons on Facebook. Go to our website, ariandsons.landscaping.com, and you can see
say your website again.
ariandsonslandscaping.com, and that's A-N-D.
And that's your website.
That's our website.
And then we'll figure out what your Facebook is. And
I'm guessing it's at Ari and Sons Landscaping. There's not a lot of Ari and Sons Landscaping around.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Oh, was I right?
It is. Oh, here it is. R-E and A-N-D Sons Landscaping. And here it is with all your things, and here you are.
There I am. There's the outdoor kitchen.
That's the outdoor kitchen?
Yep.
Wow, this is major. Holy moly, what's this little thing sitting up there on the side?
That is an outdoor pizza oven.
Oh, I could really go for one of those.
I'm still waiting for the invite to. I think if I show up with
is that the house?
That's the outdoor kitchen.
Oh my gosh.
So he's in Hacienda up in the Pines, so we even did like a floating countertop so it wasn't blocking the view.
Amazing.
And at that time, I think Prescott had just adopted the fire WUI code. So that one was a new lesson in what we needed to do to build up in Hacienda.
This is crazy. Whoa, listeners, you've got to go to R.E.N. Sons Landscaping, the Facebook, and look at this kitchen. Look at this fire pit. Yeah. Look at the flames.
Yeah.
Wow.
Way to go, Guy.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, so Facebook is R.E.N. Sons Landscaping. Website is
ariandsonslandscaping.com.
Phone number is
928-533-7425.
Very good. He's got it all down.
I know. That's very cool. So what else, my friend, would you like to share about R.E.N. Sons Landscaping?
I think the biggest thing is just give us a call if you're looking for any landscaping, from simple repairs all the way up to your outdoor kitchens, fireplaces. I'd love to meet with you and discuss your ideas and plans.
Do you charge to meet?
No.
Wow, very cool.
No, I'll meet you. We'll go over our your vision for your project and just walk you through all the steps. And
it's not limited just to new construction, so you can certainly come into
no.
Good
existing
point,
residence.
Mike. Good point.
no, sometimes I like coming back. It's more fun to see something and go, oh man, if you could just do these few things, this is the coolest thing you could do. Because, when you're looking at a dirt lot sometimes, it's really hard to envision when you're like, hey, if you just take this out, move this over here, can make a big difference and, not break the bank.
You bet, but you can liven up your existing landscaping and they'll give you all sorts of ideas.
No, absolutely.
Do you believe in green grass or synthetic grass?
I prefer the green grass, but with our water limits here, I really like to go with the synthetic turf. I mean, I'm on a well. We're seeing the growth. It's a concern in our area.
Sure.
So we want to be water wise.
I mean, synthetic looks good.
It's come a long way.
I know.
My grandma always had I called it the Home Depot, green carpet. And now, I mean, if you're not right down there staring on it,
exactly.
You're.
And there's so many different types of synthetics. So homeowners, you really need to talk to your landscaper and do your homework.
Absolutely.
Because synthetic grass is not synthetic grass.
Awesome. And one other point I'd love to make is, we have been a local company for 26 years.
Yes.
And, we're really striving to keep it local, keep it in our community. Because if you're keeping it in the community, you're feeding the community.
Nope, you're right. I like that. If you're keeping it in the community, you're feeding the community.
And you are indeed definitely part of the community.
I love that. We have to take a break. Tony, when we come back, we will wrap up our show. So don't move, listeners. The three of us plus the engineer, that equals 4. We'll be right back.
You're listening to Hammer Time, waking up with the YCCA, a presentation of the Yavapai County Contractors Association. Once again, here's your host, Sandy Griffiths.
Tony, thank you for being with Mike and me this morning. This was amazing. You're a great landscaper in our community. We appreciate all that you and Robert and the team have done, and keep it local, and you feed local, and you take care of local.
Yep.
And that's so important nowadays.
It is, exactly.
Totally important. You're a great community partner, and we appreciate you for that, my friend.
Thank you.
They were at the home show this last year.
We were.
I know.
We
It's
made
first. Yeah, you made it. Way to go, dude. By the hair of your chinny chin chin. So next year, don't do that to me. You cause me stress.
You just talk to Robert about it.
We'll get you in.
Yeah.
But it was great to have you there. You had a good showing, and appreciate your support. And we are, as an organization, happy to support you.
Awesome. Thank you, guys.
Absolutely.
So, Mike, any final words?
Just make sure that if you're going to be doing any landscaping in the long run, you're, I believe, well served to deal with the professionals. So, and we've got a number of good landscapers out there, and certainly the one individual that we're talking to today, Tony's a great representative for his firm, and certainly would love to have you at least give them a call and see if they can work something for you.
So share your phone number one more time.
928-533-7425.
And website.
REandsonslandscaping.com. That's and.
Perfect. So listeners, if you need anything, YCCA 778-0040. We are here to help, assist any way we can.
Absolutely.
We love what we do. We love supporting the community. And remember, construction built America.
And remember to read those postcards and pay attention on your roof.
Exactly. Don't call me after it's too late. Until next weekend, bye.
Bye-bye.
Hammer time.
Thank you for tuning in to Hammer Time, waking up with the YCCA, a presentation of the Yavapai County Contractors Association. Heard each and every Saturday morning at 7, with an encore presentation Sunday mornings at 7 on AM 1130 by 99.9 FM in Prescott, 95.5 FM, Prescott Valley and Cottonwood, and online at kqna.com. A library of past Hammer Time shows can be listened to on the Yavapai County Contractors website at ycca.org.
Break it down.